If you're trying to eat more high-protein meals, but you're tired of eating the same things over and over, even your side dishes can help you hit your protein goals. Today, I'm going to be making a high-protein potato salad with about 20 grams of protein per serving. It's simple, really filling, and something I can keep in the fridge so I don't have to think about what I'm eating.
First, start by peeling our hard-boiled eggs, and I already did this off camera because I'll just explain to you how to boil an egg if you don't know. So you will just be putting your eggs into a pot, and then you fill it up with water an inch over your eggs, put it on your stove on high. Once it starts to be at a rolling boil, you will put a lid on that pot, shut your heat off, and then put a timer on for about 13 or 14 minutes. And obviously drain your water after and wait for your eggs to cool before you peel them for this potato salad. I'm going to put these eggs to the side and start with our small potatoes. Bought these small potatoes at Costco. I'm just going to be cutting them into probably 1-inch pieces, just like that size. I boil all my potatoes whole, but then I will cut them afterwards. You could just do either way that you like to do it. Put that straight. I am doing 3 servings for this, and it's going to be used as my side dish for my high protein meal prep. We're going to be doing about 5 ounces of potatoes for each serving.
So to boil these potatoes, all you have to do is put them in a pot of water, and then for me, I like to check them at about 10 minutes, and then every couple minutes after that. To check if your potatoes are ready to get pulled out, you just put a fork in it. If it's not going through, it's not ready. If it slides through easily, you're all good to go. And then next up, we're just going to be chopping up our eggs really quickly. I like to kind of do a rough chop. I like bigger chunks of egg in my potato salad, but if you're not into that, you can chop them up smaller. Also, I wanted to mention that I always rinse off my eggs before I cut them and put them into the potato salad just to make sure there's no more eggshells on there. And we are using 6 eggs, so each egg equals 6 grams of protein. So again, because we are doing 3 servings, each serving will have 12 grams of protein from our eggs that are included. Right now, I'm in a 90-day reset where I'm really focusing on building my routines, and one of the biggest things for me has actually been eating enough protein. I've realized if food wasn't ready, I wasn't eating enough, and then everything else felt a lot harder. I was so much more hangry, and it's not like I could stop and make a meal at home because I was running around with my kids or having to rush to work. So I started meal prepping recently, and I've been keeping meals just like this one in my fridge so I can stay consistent without needing motivation every day. Anyways, back to a recipe. So my next thing I'm adding is about 3 small pickles. I like a little bit of tang and a little bit of crunch, so you can add more or less if you would like, but I'm making these into pretty small pieces, I would say.
Okay, so now the only thing left that we have to do is to add our Greek yogurt in, and that's going to be 1 cup. So that will mean that each serving has 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt, which equals 6 grams of protein.
Protein?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Protein helps your muscles, makes you strong, makes you have energy, makes you healthy.
Really healthy?
Mm-hmm. Right. And then our last thing that we have to do is season. You know, I always say season with your heart, season generously, especially with the Greek yogurt and the potatoes, okay? So salt, pepper, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of Frank's hot sauce and dill.
What? No way, Jose.
Mama, leave it, please.
Wait, I know you. Get a show and the egg. Too spicy. Oh, too spicy.
Stop touching it, please. Just leave it.
Too spicy, Mom.
Careful.
Big orange. Oh, see, Mom, big orange.
So it's giving me troubles. So we're going to keep mixing with this bigger spoon until it's all incorporated. I know this kind of looks like not appetizing, but it is so good and such a great side to whatever protein that you want to be eating for that day. I'm going to be eating this with some chicken, but you could also even eat this with shrimp or
Mom,
salmon.
Mom, what do shrimp?
Want some shrimps?
Yeah, shrimps on there.
Okay, that is done. Okay, please don't be like those people that just make their food and meal prep and then don't try it. Try it first, okay? Make sure that you get a little bit of everything, your pickle, your potato, and your egg in one bite.
Mom, I try it. Mom, I try it.
We need a little bit more of every seasoning. All right, going in with a little bit more hot sauce.
Bye.
You want some on yours? Okay. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. A little salt again. A little bit more black pepper. And give that a good mix. I feel like I always have to season my food twice. I don't know if that's just because I am like a over seasoner or what. Yum.
Good. Good, Mom, good.
It's good? You like it? That's coming from a picky eater who barely eats anything. Okay, you guys, you heard it from him, not even me asking him how it was.
Mom,
Yes.
Lastly, we're just doing a little dash of paprika on top just for licks.
Mom, more eggs.
There you go.
Real eggs. Real eggs.
Here.
Mom, real eggs.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Move, please. Okay.
I sorry, Mom, I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm going to be meal prepping for my work shift right now. I actually work in the evenings as a lash artist, so I'm just going to be cutting up my chicken so that it's really easy for me to eat and I'm not messing around with a knife while I'm at work trying to eat fast. So in this meal prep, we are going to be doing 3.5 ounces of grilled chicken and then our side of potato salad. And yes, I am weighing out my food. I've never really tried doing this before, but I'm actually in a season where I'm trying to focus on getting my life back on track physically and spiritually. Physically, that's been as simple as eating more protein, walking, and slowly rebuilding my strength and energy. And spiritually, it's been about renewing my mind, staying grounded in truth, and not letting my emotions lead everything. So I'm just documenting that process in real time while I figure it out. And to be honest with you, meal prepping and counting calories, carbs, protein in grams has not been the easiest thing for me because I've never had to do it before, but I'm sure in time, when I've been doing this for a couple weeks, it'll get easier and easier. I really hope that you enjoyed this high protein potato salad recipe. And if you are someone who's also eating high protein or just trying to eat healthier in general and you have a favorite side, please leave it in the comments so I can try those recipes as well. And once again, if you're in a season where you're trying to eat better, rebuild your routines, and just keep things simple, meals just like this will make a huge difference. I'll be sharing more realistic, high protein meals and simple life resets. So if you're a busy mom trying to get back on track, make sure you're subscribed.